Well, hello, how are you today? My name is Jeff. I'm so glad you could be with me. Hold on. 1 second. I printed out from the internet some tips on how to grow an audience on social media, because I think this channel could use a few more viewers. And it says here that I should build a relationship with my audience by sharing a little bit about myself with you. And so we connect, you know? So what can I share with you? Oh, here. The coffee I drink. I drink my coffee black with just a little sugar. 8 o'clock coffee, just a little bit of sugar. I grind my own beans. How do you take your coffee? There, I think that should work. Anyway, today we're going to talk about a film that was first shown on Mystery Science Theater 3000 on January 13th, 1990. It's a 1986 film called Robot Holocaust, starring Norris Culf, Nadine Hart, Joel Van Ornsteiner, Angelika Jager, and others. Now, this was the Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode in which, during the short, the film breaks. I think they did this because they didn't have time to show the whole short, but they needed to fill a few minutes. And later we get the first of their fake sitcom skits. Now, for those new to the show, while I'm talking about a film that was shown on Mystery Science Theater 3000, I'm more talking about the film and less about Joel and the bots. You see, whenever I see a film like Robot Holocaust, I ask myself, how? Now, first of all, I want to apologize to any fans out there of this movie, if there are any fans of Robot Holocaust. This is the first film I've done so far that, without the MST riffing, I found painful to get through. I can't find one good thing to really talk about when it comes to this film. And if people use that "it's so bad it's good" thing, hey, for me, it doesn't apply to this film. Maybe Angelika Jager is an exception. Not for her acting, but the way she's attempting to cover up her, I assume, European accent. I find the way she delivers her lines somehow charming, but I'll have more on that in a bit. Now, the one thing I noticed right away is that this film uses the same music as 1987's Laser Blast, which happens to be the last film shown on Mystery Science Theater 3000 during its Comedy Central run. Robot Holocaust is not only the first color film viewed on the show, not counting the KTMA shows, but, at the time, the most recent film shown. Now, I found one comment about this film that says it was probably filmed on Roosevelt Island, which is a small island on the East River of New York, and the air slave fight was filmed at the neglected Brooklyn Naval Yard. I assume the wooded areas in the film were shot in Central Park, but I'm not sure about the power station locations, unless that was also in some derelict building in the Naval Yard. And I'm sure it was all done with permits. The star of the film is a man named Norris Culf, who plays Nero. This was Norris's last film, his only other two films being both from 1986, Breeders and Necropolis. Breeders was also directed by the same man who wrote and directed this film, but beyond that I can find nothing about Norris. Nadine Hart, who plays Deja, was previously in Necropolis, and that was about it. Jennifer Delora, who plays Nyla, had a pretty successful career, sort of. She was in a lot of films that appear to be softcore porn, or at least sexploitation. Now, there are two actors, however, I want to mention. Clayton is played by Joel Van Ornsteiner. Joel, after being in films like this one, Mutant Hut from '87, Slammer Girls also from '87, Death House from '88, Deadly Reactor from '89, and Slash Dance from 1989, he went on to be Dr. Buzz, a licensed forensic psychologist who appeared in shows like Copycat Killers, Jamie Floyd Best Defense, and Lisa Bloom Open Court. And then there's the previously mentioned gorgeous Angelika Jager. You might not know this, but English wasn't her first language. According to the website cultcelebrities.com, Angelika was born in Germany. In fact, someone who claims to be her, and I have no reason to think otherwise, confirmed so. In 2013, she completed a BFA degree at the University of British Columbia. Today she's a member of the board of directors for the Siente Cultural Center Society, works as a mixed media artist in painting and sculpture, and resides in Berlin, Germany. She has a website and has done some very interesting art, and I'll have a link to that in the show notes below. Hi, Jeff here, interrupting my own show. Since I've started putting the show together, I've been searching to verify that A.J. Jager, the artist, is the same Angelika Jager that was in Robot Holocaust. The cult celebrity website says so, but I've been unable to confirm that. I've even listened to a few interviews with the artist, and she makes no mention of the movie. Of course, it could be she doesn't want to mention the movie, or it could be that Cult Celebrities was wrong. I'm not really sure. So are these two people the same people? If not, I apologize to both the actor and the artist. So take this bit of information with a grain of salt. Now back to me. And in her defense, I think Joel and the bots overdo the criticism of her speech. I watched the original film and I had no problem understanding most of what she said, so. Now, the most interesting person involved in this film was the writer and director Tim Kincaid. Tim was born July 2nd, 1944, and as far as I can tell is still alive today. Tim directed such films between 1986 and 1988 as Bad Girl Dormitory, Breeders, Mutant Hunt, Riot on 42nd Street, and The Occultist. But what Tim was really known for was the films he made under the name Joe Gage. Joe was a film pioneer in the world of gay pornography. From what I can tell, in the late 80s, Joe took a break from gay porn and attempted to make some more mainstream exploitation films, but eventually he returned to what he did best, including 23 volumes of something called Joe Gage Sex Files. So what is Robot Holocaust? Well, the story opens after the robot rebellion of 2033. The great city of New Terra was left in ruins, and there was a radiation spill of some sort. The surviving humans are slaves, or air slaves, to something called the Dark One. There are two career opportunities for humans: work to power the city or fight in death matches. Now, the humans work as air slaves because if they don't do what the Dark One wishes, he cuts off their air supply or poisons it or something along those lines. Neo is a nomad warrior who can travel around because somehow he and his kind have acclimated to the poison air. Neo wanders into the underground city and meets a robot called a Freebot, whom he can talk to telepathically.
If you wish to be reactivated, you will tell me what takes place below. I will give you a 5-second activation to respond.
Please, Master, I am sorry for trying to steal from you. I am at your service.
You have 3 seconds.
No explanation of this is given, so I don't know. And now I know this looks like a drawing, but it is the power station. Inside we meet the Dark One's right-hand person, Valaria. Valaria senses something is wrong.
Something is wrong, I can sense it.
Go to the crystal.
What is wrong is the crowd of slaves watching the death match are yelling no winner. You see, the match ends with one fighter being dead and the winner being taken to the power station and never seen again. Because the two men who are fighting are friends with those who are watching, the slaves revolt by saying no winner. To halt the revolt, the Dark One fills the arena with poisonous gas. But 3 people, Dija, her scientist father Jorn, and Neo are unaffected. Though, due to her father's insistence, Dija fakes being infected. After the Dark One gets his point across, they take the father to the power station to find out his deal. It turns out that Neo was sent there by the rebel forces to destroy the Dark One, and also he's looking for a friend who was probably taken to the power station. So Dija, the Freebot, and a couple of others, who for some reason aren't affected by the poisonous air, head off to the power station to see what they can do. Oh no, they're attacked by a colorful female tribe. Amazon warrior types who have a problem with men.
Who is this woman who walks through the she-zone with male scum?
The woman is with us.
I speak to the woman.
I walk with these men on a mission to save my father.
Another man? Have you no principles?
And so there's a battle between 2 warriors. The good guys win, and the leader feels she owes a debt to him for letting her live and agrees to take them to the power station. But she's not happy about it.
Then you will take us to it.
If that is your desire. But once my debt to you is paid, I will kill you.
If you live that long.
Meanwhile, Valaria uses a pleasure machine, which gives the audience a bit of pointless nudity. For those MST viewers, most of this scene was cut. But look at the skillful dancing. This scene is neither sexy nor erotic. Later, Valaria wants to know why Jorn can survive the poisoned atmosphere. He refuses to say, but Valaria knows what to do.
She's your daughter, isn't she? It would be a pity if she had to lose her life because of your silence.
So for quite a while, we see our heroes on their way to the power station. They are attacked by hand puppets,
Stupid grunts!
and then mutants. And it is there that Freebot reveals a power that he has yet to mention.
It's a force field! My only power as a Freebot!
And while this is going on, Valaria occasionally talks to the Dark One and keeps threatening Dija's father.
Oh, and what of Dija? Suppose I have Torque bring her back to the power station and put her through what you have endured?
This is the bulk of the film, them trying to get to the power station and running into many not so exciting obstacles. Sadly, when they arrive at the power station, Neo discovers the body of the man he was looking for.
This was the man that Neo was searching for. It was his father.
And Jorn gets to see the Dark One, although we don't. Now to get to the power station, they must walk through the Valley of Beasts, a tunnel with a series of traps set by the Dark One to keep people from using the tunnel. I suppose a gate that locks wasn't simple enough? Anyway, the traps are pretty deadly, like this hole in the floor. And back at the mines, the air slaves come up with a plan of their own.
Corla, all of you listen. If we stop bringing fuel to the power station, the Dark One will have no power to control us. Are you mad?
And then somehow Jorn and the Dark One combined, or something.
There is only one way for him to know.
Yes?
Let him join with me.
But while this is going on, during a rebel argument, Dija somehow gets caught up in a giant spider's web. Let's see that again.
No time for this.
Neo! Help!
It is the beast!
What?
The beast of the web!
I still don't see how that happened, but it did, so now what? Wow, that was close. Good thing we didn't see the whole spider. That might have been scary, or at least expensive. The plot keeps moving slowly forward with a lot of pointless talking. And we get the first hint over the dissatisfaction the Dark One is having with Valaria.
Dark One, I assure you, they are all doomed.
Except the girl.
Of course, Master. She will be brought to you.
Yes, she will be. Or you will have to answer to me.
He's not happy with the work she's been doing. You see, every diabolical trap that is set for the invaders, they skillfully get by, usually due to some unexpected power of Freebot, and with each escape, the Dark One blames Valaria.
Valaria, am I to think that you have failed me?
No, Dark One. They have only reached the gate. There's no way that they can proceed.
Let this remind you of what would be your fate.
This is necessary because when the Dark One punishes Valaria, she rebels, and that pushes us towards the end of the film.
Valaria, what do you wish to say before you die?
You were the one who said it. I was never really alive. So what matters it to me what becomes of me or all of us?
Valaria, no!
Just stop one self-destruction letter.
To make a long story short, the Dark One and Dija finally meet and she finds out what happened to her father, and I'm at a loss for words. The others keep fighting or something. Valaria has activated a self-destruction device, which doesn't work, and then tries to make up with the Dark One.
Valaria, I thought we had seen the last of you.
Dark One, forgive me. I'm here to serve you.
More fighting. Poisonous gas. Is this the end for the air slaves? Neo does what must be done. And Freebot saves the air slaves, and all is right with the world. Let me tell you, this was a long 79 minutes. Now, I've never seen any of Kincaid's other films like Breeders or Riot on 42nd Street, and I've read that a lot of people enjoy those films, so maybe I should check them out, huh? Maybe not. As far as Mystery Science Theater 3000 goes, about 2 minutes were cut, and this was probably the short and very unnecessary nude scene. You know, to be honest, even Joel and the bots couldn't save this film. The jokes, I felt, were not up to their usual standards, though I've read that a lot of people enjoy this episode, so who am I to say? I just found very little big laughs with this film.
The society had been all but destroyed by the robot rebellion of 33.
Oh, my hip still hurts from that one. Cyborg blindsided me. You got a little,
something on your mouth there. Wipe that.
Ick. I am but a poor freebot, master.
Freebot!
Looks like they patched into a Metallica video, you guys.
I think it's the maid.
What are they saying, no winter?
No dinner, I think.
I don't think they want Edgar Winter to play.
No acting. No acting.
Jonathan Winter.
My father is in danger. What do you want of me?
Just 5 minutes of your time. You know, I know you haven't really considered aluminum siding.
Not affected.
Maybe they're looking for the Renaissance Festival. Here's my mark.
Here's mine.
And that's my mark.
And I'm here. Everybody stay on camera.
Do you understand?
No, none of us understand. We don't know what you're saying.
Understand you.
You are impervious to our atmosphere control.
Hey, watch who you call impervious, lady.
Humans!
How about a show of hands?
Wow, that's the biggest cardboard cutout ever.
Wow.
You know, that woman changes clothes more often than Mary Tyler Moore.
So
Lord knows she's got more pantsuits than Angie Dickinson.
Must have been something he ate.
Or something that ate him.
Gee, somebody's been watching Alien.
In the future, all robots will act like Don Knotts.
Hey!
That's for R2-D2. That's for C-3PO. That's for Julie Newmar. And that's just because I wanna. What have I done?
He looks like something from One Fish, Two Fish.
I am the Eggman.
My dad's his own favorite dish.
And she's my favorite dish.
Hey. You could still get a job at Chi-Chi's.
So last Monday I was in Indiana and I had a great view of the eclipse. It was mostly a clear day and we saw the whole thing in wonderful detail. This is me with the glasses, and this is a picture my lovely wife took.
Go ahead. Waste your stupid energies on each other. What will it matter? In less than a minute, the entire power station will be destroyed.
So now the weather is turning warmer, and I think I have to go out and cut the grass today. Something I really enjoy. Not. Anyway, next week I'll be talking about the 1969 movie Moon Zero 2. And I think I'm going to have a lot to talk about on that one. Anyway, thanks for watching. To all the people who like and subscribe and leave comments, Thank you so much. You don't know how much that means to me. Take care. Bye-bye until next week. So long.